Breakers Cup Baltimore. And did it. Let's go.
What's good, everybody? That is our shoutcast of the day, Juan Nance, and this is our amazing game developer and esports director, Mr. Justin Graves, and I am Roman Sudan, your creative director and creator of the Aquaball League. This is an amazing, exciting day for youth esports, right? It's the league built for kids, featuring a game designed to help them play, learn, and create. Now let's turn up and meet the players, the youth gamers making history in the first ever Aquaball League tournament.
I'm Josiah, and what this up is, I'm going to try and win this first. I'm going to try. My name is Johannes, I'm going to win.
All right.
My name is Wayne, and we winning this. My name is Akil, and I'm ready to win. My name is Adrian, I've been here before, but I'm ready to win again.
Yeah, I've been here before, we ready to win this thing again. Yes.
It's all about them. They are our North Star. Together, we're thrilled to welcome you to the very first Aquaball League Cup. It's called the Wave Breakers Cup, hosted right here at the amazing MAP Technologies Gaming Lounge in downtown Baltimore. Huge shout out to the owner and community leader, Mike Peace. What up, Mike, for partnering with us to make this event possible. Thanks to Coach Jameer from the Omega Sci-Fi chapter right here in Baltimore, and Mr. Hopewell and Mr. Nance for bringing the boys down. We also have one girl, so let's go, gamers. Gotta turn up for XBG is back in the
Pull
booth.
up on me! Pull up on me!
This tournament is brought to you by Steam Your Dreams. And so therefore, this is a Steam XR Sports event. And in our events, we do brain games. The kids do brain games. For this event, they'll have to do math questions according to their grade level. So we know their age. We have over 15 boys with 5 teams. Teams are set up in teams of 3. There's one team that's set up in teams of 2. So they'll be doing a math question to earn team power-ups. And those team power-ups in the game will be team defense.
Brought them in the building?
In the building, man. They get to learn from the best for our future, man. I tell them all the time, the future is STEM, the future is them.
Future is them. Let's go. They up there, they representing here at the ABL Wave Breaker Tournament. For the teams. Right now they're in practice mode. They're just practicing right now.
That's amazing. So enjoy and have fun. If you have any questions, let me know. We'll be giving out some prizes and stuff like that for the winners, some gaming headsets, some computer mics, and all that other good stuff. So enjoy yourself, have fun, and good luck to everybody. Y'all don't get a lot of y'all want. No, it's not the championship. No, it's not. No, it's not the championship. They gotta win, then they play SPG2. They for the championship. Okay. Yeah. I got this, bro. Let's go. All right, we got the third place, and to go to the next round, we have SPG 1 versus Triple G.
Y'all keep your
the
same character?
newcomers on the block.
Yeah, we'll be on
Okay?
charge.
Remember
who you are. Remember who you are.
Okay, we got SPG 1 versus Triple G. Okay, they go to the same school. This is for bragging right there. Uh-oh. Trash talking in the hallway this week. I tell you that. Get prepared.
In the same hallway. No!
Oh, SPG 1. Who this for?
XPG.
Okay, they ain't sure. Nice. Okay.
Bro, y'all suck.
Okay.
What? Bro, we can't do that. Press Y.
Okay. Teamwork like this. Let's go. Oh.
My stamina now.
It's tied up.
No yelling, bro.
Big yellows.
No yelling.
Big yellows. Not dogs. Big yellows. They did big yellows.
Stay on that. Get that. Fight for it.
Okay, it's a tight game.
Get that.
Oh, who hit that ball? Oh! Hey, yo, SPG with the experience. They kicked it off.
get it broke and knock it in. Yikes. Yikes. This is a bad. Oh, good block, bro. Good block, bro.
Oh, yeah, hit that.
Hey, yo,
Hit that.
good block. Okay, going at somebody trying to go. Okay,
Get
now
it,
who is number 2? Oh, pass. Yo, good
Bro,
pass.
what?
Oh, hitting off the wall. Hey, yo, why you hit with your team, bro?
Bro.
Get it.
Oh! Yo, SPG ain't playing with y'all, boy. They laying that belt to y'all right now. 3-1, and laying the belt. Yikes, grandma's back. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, get him. Let's go. Oh, come on, come on.
Hit it,
Triple G.
get
I
it,
got
get it,
Triple
bro.
G. Let's go, Triple G. They had too many schools. They had too many schools. Let's go. Oh, Triple G. Look, they ain't beating on their chest. They calm. They focus. They make focus, shorty. His eyes is focused. 2 to 3. Let's go. 3 minutes left. Okay. 3 to 3. Nothing. Turn back. Hey, yo, XPG, boy, y'all look like y'all sweating, boy. Oh, man. Oh, they might go to the top of the wall. Oh, what a hit off the wall. Yo,
No. No, no, no. No.
hey, yo,
That's
XPG.
why you
That's
the one that got the
experience
stamina.
move right there. That was an experience move. See how he blocked it and then jacked it real quick? Let's go.
Oh, yeah, they-
Okay, go get the ball. Oh, okay.
B.
They don't know what's going on. They just pressing buttons, bro. They don't know what's going on. They just pressing buttons. The ball is just in there. Oh! Oh! Let's go! 2 minutes and 33 seconds. Oh,
Tie it up, bro.
I'm trying to tie. Oh, look at that defense. Oh,
B, 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 B.
defense,
B,
bro.
B, B, B.
Pressing B.
Oh!
No.
Oh! Yo,
we got
XPG with the win.
Game.
Yeah, no. We got one more game.
Yes.
Now you got switch players though. Hey, you gotta get on. Hey, one of y'all gotta switch out.
Switch out.
Okay, XPG. Hey, XPG. We doing all right, XPG. Don't
That was the first one.
We can do it.
Anything can happen in 5 minutes.
Yo, listen. Hey, Triple G.
Hope y'all got
Yo, Triple G. Focus. Alright?
Anything can happen in
Focus.
span of
Y'all
5
did good, man.
minutes.
Not gonna lie. Y'all feel time off. Y'all look like us, but you might not win the chip this year, buddy.
Anything
This
can
game.
happen. Just stay locked in. Enjoy yourself.
Triple G.
Let's go.
Hey, Triple G, focus. Summon all of the shark powers of the ocean. Aiden is up there coaching. Aiden is the best coach in the business, coaching newcomers. We got 2 new coaches in this new coaching. So it ain't bad, boy. Oh, Aiden with the experience.
No, no. B, 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 B. Say fucking B, nigga.
Do it.
Yes.
A lot of experience over there. The boy got experience.
Bro, what?
Let's go!
That's wild.
Let's go, Triple G with the arguing goal. Let's go, they arguing and they still scoring. Let's go. Come on, bro. Let's go. Yo, that was a good block. Hey, yo, that was a good block, bro. Yo, Triple G is arguing. Y'all should see the behind the scenes of Triple G. They call it talk. Let's go. Come on. Triple G, pull it together.
Get it.
Get the fuck.
Oh! The man, oh my God. Okay, we need on the stage. We need XPG1 versus XPG2. Big Joe Stein and the man Johanna, right? Don't play yet. This for the championship. You know what I mean? Might make it a little harder. We get a time and a chance to play some other games, but everybody can come over here and watch the championship game. It's called the sportsmanship.
For water breakers in Aquaball League. First ever one. Let's go.
Let's go. That's what Aquaball League is about. That's what XR Sports is about. We're going to get a time and a chance to play some other games, but everybody can come over here and watch the championship game. It's called the sportsmanship. That's what we do here at XR Sports. Steam your dream. Aquaball League. Hey, Angel and me, get over here. Pause that college football. I'll smack y'all on that later. You already know how it
Y'all know
goes.
how it goes. Nobody press anything yet.
Yeah, I mean, y'all know what's up with me on the game. I told you, anybody that's over 45, you know what I mean?
Like your character?
From the A. I got my money on XPG2, you know why? Because they've been sitting back, chilling on the boat, drinking iced tea, eating hot dogs, eating candy. Whoa, eating them glizzies. Yikes, big yikes, Bobs. Big. All right, let's go. Championship or bust. Let's go. We listen for the championship. Let's go.
Still doing 5-5?
Yeah, we're doing 5-5. Let's go.
All
right, let's go.
No. Let's commission pulling the flag. We're going 7 points.
Yikes. Big yikes, Bobs. Whoa. This is not a TV series, brother.
5 minutes.
We're trying to make this a shoot.
7 goals. In Pirates code.
It's no, not 7 goals.
And how many minutes, bro?
No, 5 minutes.
All right, bro.
Yeah, it said 5 minutes. 7
5
goals.
minutes and 7 goals, boys, for the championship.
In Pirates code.
We pulled one on y'all.
XPG2, are you ready?
Can we get
XPG1, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna play other games after this. Y'all get some free play after this.
Let's go.
All right, bro. We can put some money on it, bro. Put some money on it. I like to pay for free handshake times, fist bumps, and then set me up and push. And we good. $5. Long as I owe you, you never broke, bro. Long as I owe you, you never broke. All right? Let's go. All right, this is the championship, boy.
Hi, everybody. This is Joanne with Read Science, and I'm joined, as always, with my co-host, Jeff Schomeyer, sitting in Maryland. I'm in Illinois, and our guest today is in Ireland. So it's mid-afternoon or something for you, right? Late afternoon.
I'll have to look at my watch. That's how old I'm getting. Yeah, it's after 4 in the afternoon, so.
Yeah, it's still my morning. So when we get done, I have plenty of the day left, right? So today we are talking with Dr. Grimes, right? I don't want to say it wrong. I was like,
no, you said it perfectly.
What if it was Grimace or something?
I once had an ID. I was working in a hospital years ago, and they printed the ID with Davy Grimes, which I quite liked, but they made me give it back because it wasn't my name. So fair.
So you've written actually a couple of books, and we are sort of going to be talking about both of them because they're different versions of the same book. So today I have the US version of your book called Good Thinking. And then we get to follow the fun arrows in the flow chart that says why flawed logic puts us all at risk and how critical thinking can save the world.
There you go.
So yeah, I was like, oh, you get paid to go on TV in the UK? Wow.
Cool.
You know, but yeah.
So debating facts is really misdirection.
A little bit. It is. It puts you on the back foot. It makes you, and it goes back to the burden of proof as well, because, obviously, I would say stuff that we can debate. Do you prefer the Beatles or the Rolling Stones? Or the answer is obviously the Kinks. People always get that one wrong, but that's an opinion thing that we can have a debate about.
Yes.
And but when you start going, and again, if something. The problem with framing things as a debate is it makes things in the public mind look scientifically contentious. So this is often called a manufactureversy. We've seen it with climate change, where the scientific consensus is overwhelmingly in one way. And yet up until very recently, coverage in mainstream publications in the US was roughly 50-50 on whether they accepted climate change or did not, which gave the public a perception that there was a controversy, so therefore an inertia they could stay in. They didn't have to change anything. Right. Nothing had to be done, which was precisely the goal of that kind of coverage. So and that's what we call the false balance model. If it's a scientific fact, we shouldn't be debating it. We can, though, have discussions about how we understand that and how we respond to it. A discussion about, say, climate change. If we went, okay, climate change is a fact, fair enough. How do we deal with that? Well, then you can have people go, well, I think we should limit emissions here, or we should do this, or we should do this. That's really useful. But if we can't even get the first hurdle, which is this is happening, that's not good for any of us,
Well, in the U.S., we see that in every public opinion survey that asks people how they feel about socialism, and then asks them how they feel about individual government programs. And when you add them all up, the responses are vastly different. But deflecting by talking, denying, or debating the facts keeps you from having to discuss things like personal beliefs and what causes you to fear something happening, and the feeling of inadequacy of what can I do to keep the globe from warming up 2 more degrees. And who knows?
No easy answers to it either. I mean, it's easy for us to sit here but like we
no,
have
but
to
it's
start somewhere to get to the answers, and that is
we picture this whole matrix of beliefs, around web of beliefs that people have that form themselves, and rather than punching the hole at the one thing, you have to work on deforming that and seeing if you can restructure the web that supports all of those things somehow. And that's all held up by fears and what the emotional amygdala part of the brain. Okay.
Well,
I'll think about that for a minute.
I was just thinking about, and you had brought it up in the book, like how you can hold almost like 2 completely different thoughts. And this has sort of come to light in the US because, of course, but elsewhere too. Like, people don't want to wear a mask because maybe they're afraid of the virus, but they're acting like they're not afraid of the virus. But then they realize, actually, now they're afraid of something that's actually impossible, which is, after we get vaccines, some mysterious invisible thing comes off of us and affects people. So wait, what is it? Like, you're not afraid of the invisible thing that actually causes problems, but you're afraid of an invisible thing that actually doesn't exist. So it's like, what is happening here? What is happening here?
Well, I think telekinetic vaccination would be very, very a strange thing.
I was like, wow, I wish that worked that way.
And there is, oddly enough, I think some of the best, and like when I spend a lot of my time debunking myths, whether I want to or not, I still have to do it. One of the things that I think about, a really good lie or a really good bit of disinformation has a tiny, tiny grain of truth to it. A kernel of truth, albeit one that's horrifically malformed and shaped for that. So when you take, say, vaccine shedding, the thing that they're all going mad about at the moment, there are people who are working on vaccinations that basically you can confer to other people. So the idea is and as I understand it, I'm not an immunologist, so my understanding of it is fairly poor. But the idea of this is that you can vector it, so you get infected with a harmless version of something that has similar antibodies that you can pass on to someone who won't have that. So the idea, you get some kind of passive immunity from passing it on. However, that does not work for things like COVID. That's not what's being done with COVID. That's not what's being done in any vaccine at the moment. It's a theoretical construct that people have talked about.
Right.
So
funny how they glom onto that obscure science and won't accept the.
But here's the thing:
it's big pharma.
Absolutely.
conspiring to keep it away from us.
Why would Big Pharma do that anyway? I mean, one of the things
I've never
I don't.
figured it out.
well, I mean, one of my big approaches with people is I like to try to use a very Socratic method, and I know one of the most things you'll get bored of hearing me say if you're ever in one of these discussions. He's like, why do you think that? Like,
Yeah.
what? Just tell me where you're coming from. And you find that people, there's a few different things. Firstly, I need to point out that sometimes there is a tendency for people who are scientifically literate to say, oh, you know, people being idiots believing this.
Yes.
Yes, and I do it. I get frustrated. I mean, this morning I woke up to a rake of very angry messages from a guy who kept sending me links to Sherry Tenpenny and, you know, Del Bigtree and all the anti-vaxxers saying, you're an idiot. And I go, go away, you idiot. But then I have to realize as well that this stuff is actually as common in people of high intelligence and high education as it is. I mean, I was watching Naomi Wolf online the other day, who has a doctorate in literature, I believe, going out there spreading the most asinine conspiracy theories. This does not, I mean, and there's very smart people that engage in this. So it's not a function of intelligence or a function of education. It's a function of how you view the world. So that's actually harder to change, but also easier to target in a roundabout way, because you're not going to change it in one single sitting. What you need to do is slowly erode it. So when I find, when I have discussions with people who have these beliefs, my trick, my aim is not to walk away from that conversation thinking I won that conversation. That's the debate mindset. You need to get rid of that. No one ever changes anyone else's mind. The best we can do is give someone the tools to start changing their own and the freedom to do so. So what you really want to do is plant the seed. You want to go, okay, so why do you believe that? And they give you whatever story. And often, let's say they've heard this and this and this. And you've got to remember, disinformation is far more vectored than reliable information. We already know by a factor of up to 8 or 9, people are more exposed to falsehood. So, and that we are humans. We use a thing called the availability heuristic. The more readily we can access something, the more extreme it seems, the more we weigh that as a bit of evidence. It's wrong, but it's quick and easy, and we do it. So I think if you then say, okay, that's interesting, here's an alternative suggestion. Like, I'll give you an example, if I may. It's a bit of a strange one, but I was at a conference 3 or 4 years ago in Dublin about the HPV vaccine, and the inventor of the HPV vaccine had come over from Australia, and I was delighted to hear this talk. But there was a bunch of protesters outside. At the time, it was very contentious in Ireland, and as I was I was living in the UK at the time, but I was traveling back to the train station. And as I was going there, I got followed by a bunch of the protesters. And I ducked into a pub, and one of my friends was there anyway. And there was 3 of them, and one of them came over to the table and said, I want to talk to you. And my 2 colleagues who work in vaccine policy knew who these people were and were understandably a bit concerned. But I kind of said, I'm floating in the middle here. So I said, look, I'll have a chat with you, right? And there was something about this. Now I could see a microphone sticking out of their back pocket. This was a gotcha attempt, but I still had to talk. And I said, tell me everything. And they talked about it. And their family life was complicated. They had a daughter who was very ill, who had all these psychological issues, who had gender identity issues, had all sorts of stuff going on. And obviously the home life was incredibly stressful, and they felt disrespected by the medical authorities, and they felt left on their own. And I asked, why, just out of curiosity, why do you think the HPV vaccine was this? And they said, well, this group came to me, and when I was trying to find a group for my sick daughter, and I was like, okay. So we talked, and I said, I'm going to tell you straight off the bat, I really think your daughter's ill. I'm so sorry that she has gone through this, and you as well. And it is terrible that you have been either neglected or maybe not given this. I said, the only thing you and I disagree on, the only thing is what caused your daughter's illness and how best to treat it. I said everything else, because I think there's the things you have to find the commonality, her fear, her problem. And I think that was one of the few times I actually got through to someone. I don't know if she gave me her email address. I actually lost it on the way home because I was trying to get away from the other 2. But the next protest I said, I didn't see her there. And I always often wonder, did that do anything? But obviously she had a lot of stuff going on, and she was vulnerable to this and had been pulled into this matrix by people who immediately gave her a simple answer for the complicated problem she was facing. And I think realizing that we're all a bit like her, that like we're all angry, that we're all trying to understand it, and the most reductive, simple lens, point a finger at something or someone, is so tempting, but
Mhm.
usually wrong.
Is
And
this is this how you find the room to let people change their minds? That's the harder part, isn't it?
but that's also our own egos, isn't it? Like, I mean, I
Yeah.
used to, no, I put myself out there entirely. I used to think when I had these kind of conversations saying, oh, you're wrong, that it was like, it was a competition. I was there to,
Mhm.
I mean, I guess spending too long as a debater as a student doesn't help either, where I'm trying to like win the conversation. But really, that's my own ego. And I needed to check that at the door and go, if I want to do good, it's not about getting kudos. And I used to, years ago, I kept a blog. I got rid of it because looking back, and I just didn't like it because it was far too na 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 na. It was far too singing to the choir. I have no interest in preaching to the choir these days.
Mhm.
And I didn't write the book necessarily for people that agree with me. I wrote it for people, like, as I point out, someone said, what's your audience? Just people who like science. Like, no, I one of the nicest things I've got is people who've given this to their parents, people who've given
Yeah.
it to,
Mhm.
and I said, I've written it in such a way it's about humans. It's not like a lot of scientists are already going to know a lot of the stuff in it. Not all of it, hopefully, but a lot of it. But the point is, we're not just preaching to the choir. We don't live in a society of just people who've had higher education, have been lucky and privileged enough to get that. We're living in a complicated world, and it matters what everyone thinks. The web isn't just the web belief of ours; it's our web, how it connects to everyone else's.
Mhm.
Because remember, everyone else's vote counts as much as yours. So this is how society progresses. Everyone needs to have a basic grasp. I think for democracy to thrive, we need to have a basic grasp of how we ascertain facts. That was a bit of a tangent. I don't know if I answered any of the questions, but we had fun, I hope.
No, I'm sorry. You've only been creating more questions. So that's a
That's
good,
all right. Jeff.
good
As long as
thing.
I'm not boring you yet, that's good.
You know, so there's a couple things I think when we look at, especially lately, especially given our past president and just the way things are going here in the U.S. Well, I guess even with Brexit, it does seem there's a lot of choose a side. You must choose a side, right? And you identify with that. And so that's your identity. So if you chose the side where members of that side don't wear a mask, then you must also not wear a mask, right? Even if somewhere you go, oh, but the science does say, I know some science, I took biology, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I wonder just, how much of that really plays into making bad decisions.
I think a huge amount of it. I think it's a really perceptive question. I'm going to try and answer it without butchering it, but let me have a go. So there was a study done on French anti-maskers just recently, and one of the things, again, I have more and more of an appreciation of psychology these days because you kind of need that human element to understand why people do things. I mean, I love modeling people's behavior, but in my simulations, people are usually quite rational. That's not the case.
I've realized got a story about my university and testing and student behavior. We'll get to that.
Oh, I'd like to hear that because I could probably chime in with some terrible mistakes of my own. But one of the things they found was that a lot of people that rejected a mask directions or things like that, or even public health advice in general, they came from across the political spectrum. They were slightly more from the right, but they came from the left as well, and they shared a perception of themselves as free thinkers, right? And we see that an awful lot in conspiracy theories, that they the weird thing is, because you start with self-perception as I am a free thinker, it actually brings you into weird places. So for example, if you are a little bit of a contrarian by nature, that and it's not, I have to say, these things, if you're trying to look at them as entirely rational, you're going to be frustrated.
Yes.
Because one of my I have a friend, she's a professor of psychology over in the UK, Karen Douglas. She's brilliant, and I quote her in the book a bit. So she studies belief psychology and conspiracy theories, and she has a fantastic paper which looked at people who believed in either Bin Laden conspiracies or Princess Diana conspiracies. And what they found about this, I'm trying to answer your question. I know I'm going on a tangent, but I will get there.
Okay.
They found that, for example, one narrative they gave about Princess Diana, not people usually equate Bin Laden, Diana. Anyway, they were people that were the subject of intense conspiratorial thinking. And they used a US audience for the US one and a British audience for the Diana one. And what they found is they gave people a narrative that Diana had been killed by the Queen because she knew too much, or Diana had faked her own death.
Hey, Spotlight fam, it is your girl Rose, and I am so excited. Today, I am on the couch with Dovie Majors, executive producer of The Love Doctor. And guys, this is an amazing, amazing movie that will be dropping in November this year. And let me tell y'all, it is T.C. Carson's directorial debut. I'm so excited about that. And if y'all don't know who I'm talking about, but you should know, I'm talking about Kyle from So welcome to the Spotlight.
Thank you for having me here.
Yes, of course. So let's get right into it.
Go.
And I kind of want to start off with a post. I'm going to read a piece of a post that I saw the creator of the movie DJ Raw put on Instagram. So he said, "We finally got to share what we created, The Love Doctor. We didn't wait on Hollywood. We didn't wait on the industry. We didn't wait on the world. We got to work and we started creating."
Yes.
And
Gives me
that
chills right now.
yeah, that truly resonated with me because that's what the Spotlight is all about. It's about creating what you want to see in your community. And so I'm so happy to have you here, someone that is representing exactly that quote. So let's get into it. What made you say yes to being a part of The Love Doctor as an executive producer?
Well, first of all, it's great to be in Washington, D.C. again.
Yes, welcome.
And the whole concept about a movie for us started right here in D.C. So our lead actor, writer, the creative behind this, DJ Rao, he's got a foundation. I'm the president of operations for his foundation, and we do holiday giving. 2 years ago in November will be 2 years. We were right here in DC getting done with some of our nationwide giving. And we've just been out to Children's Hospital and made some donations. And we're having lunch over at Ben's next door, one of my favorite spots here on U Street. And I wanted to just know more about DJ, like acting, how he got into that. And then I'm an executive, so I want to know more about like how's the money made in that industry. So it's myself and a couple of others that are on the project. We were just sitting around and talking about it and learned, like, what are we waiting for? Like, I'm listening to what you say. Of course, we need financing. Of course, we need to figure out distribution. Of course, we need all these things. But if I look around this table right here and I point to each one of us, each one of us can bring that to the table.
Amen.
And, you know, find your tribe, man, and figure out what y'all can bring to the table and get busy. And that's really how it started. That was the idea, and we went for it.
Listen, I got chills now. I absolutely love that. And first and foremost, I love that it came together in DC. So we get to claim that right, that it started right here in the DC area. But I also love what you said. You know, we were all sitting at the table and we're like, hey, why not? Like, we have the resources to make this happen. What are we waiting for? Let's get this done.
Yes.
That is so beautiful. And at a time like now, you know, where Hollywood is becoming a little more distant and the dreams of having a career in entertainment, people can dictate that on their own. They can make it on their own. They can have control of that. They can have ownership of that, right?
Yes.
Right? So you have a background in leading big companies.
Yes.
How was working on a movie different or similar?
Yeah, first I'm going to say a lot of similarities. And if you think about it, like there's always going to be problem statements. And then how do we solve that problem? And that's what executives do. There's a problem statement. And from there, it's how fast, like everything comes down to time, money, resources. So what does it take to solve that problem? And what's some ways that we can get it done? So those are the similarities. Another similarity is the relationship building. And I give this as a life lesson to others out there. Like, if you feel like you're always on a job or you're in a situation where there seems to be a little drama or something going on, please stop and take a look in the mirror, because you can control that situation. And oftentimes we're a person that's contributing to what's happening. And so it's important to have really strong good relationships. And of course, you know, in the industry, right? Like, you're working with a tight-knit group of people, those words will travel fast. And so it just magnifies that. But it's the same in business, right? You know, people talk about who got promoted or how did somebody get to the boardroom. It's because somebody in a room threw somebody's name on the table, and that name got thrown on the table, not because of who they knew, but who knows what they know.
Yeah.
And so you got to build those relationships and make sure you're voicing what those values are that you bring to solve problems or to do a project. And I would say what's different about it is probably the speed for me. I mean, I work in e-commerce, and so my speed's a lot faster. I have a higher gear. So yeah, things in my world happen fast. In the business world, I would say in filmmaking it's a little bit slower. This project, like I said, it started in November 2 years ago, so it's 2 years for us to get to where we are today.
Oh, wow. Wow. I like what you're saying about the similarities about relationship building, because that is essentially where it all starts for so many things in our lives about who you know and what they know you know and what value you're adding. What I also love is that this movie is about second chances.
Yeah.
It's about a relationship coach, and he is going through a healing. And while going through a healing, he meets someone through his practice that he falls in love with, and it could cause some issues.
Yes.
So what do you hope people feel after watching that?
I really do hope people take away that note, the footnote about second chances, because the second chances happen for all of us, and all of us, it comes to us and manifests itself in different ways.
Yes.
But sometimes we're so busy stuck on a past that we don't take advantage of it. We don't seize it. And so I hope that people watch it and then they walk away from that, because it's lighthearted. It's meant to feel good, but there's still a message there. And so I hope they can walk away with that message and think about, is there something that's a second chance in my life? Be it career, be it relationship, be it family members, because y'all know we got those family members. Maybe we don't talk to them no more, whatever, right? But maybe there's a second chance opportunity there.
No, that's beautiful, because we're in a season right now. Everybody's cutting people off. Like, don't even look at me funny. I'm gonna cut you off. Block and delete, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I love second chances, and many times we don't get to have that second chance. Maybe not with the same person, but we're able to reflect on a situation and move forward and be different. If we so choose.
If we so choose.
So for anyone that is dreaming of producing films one day, especially women, what's one piece of advice you give them?
It's 2 pieces of advice for me, and I give this one the same in business. And that is, number 1, you have to be the CEO of your own career. And so being the CEO means, like, what's the problem right now that's keeping you from getting there? Identify that, be very specific about what it is, and then start carving out, like, what are the steps to close that gap, right? CEOs do it. People who are successful in business, they do it. Even in life in general, that's what you do. You identify problems, you identify the steps to close gaps, you close those gaps, and boom, you move forward.
Yeah.
And so that's the first thing, is having that courage to state what the problem is clearly. I don't know, it could be financing, it could be whatever it is, like, state it and then start figuring out how to close it. And then the second piece, I'm really big on this. I talked about relationship building, but find your tribe. And like I said, we were just sitting around a table. That's my tribe. And so it was that opportunity to be like, well, what are we waiting on, right? We're here, like, let's go do this. And, DJ, there's a quote out there, and DJ always reminds us of it, which is, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Yeah.
And so find your tribe, and your tribe is going to help you get there. They're going to be able to help fill up some of those pieces that may be a void.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. Again, I'm all about collaborating and building what it is you want to see. So this just resonates with me so deeply.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here, for coming on the Spotlight and talking to us about The Love Doctor. And guys, remember, it drops in November. Where can folks find more information about The Love Doctor?
It's going to be streaming everywhere. We just got our distribution deal with Bridgestone Media Group, so BMG, and they'll be having it on all streaming platforms. So we're really excited about it. If people follow us on IMDb, We'll drop our trailer there when it releases, and we'll also drop those links.
Awesome. And folks, I will make sure I link all their social media platforms. And when that trailer drops, I'll make sure I drop that too on my page. So make sure you're following the Spotlight DMV to get the latest updates about Beloved Doctor. And who knows, maybe there'll be another promotion party coming through.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for being on here and for sharing your experience with us.
Thank you. It's been great to be a part of the Spotlight. Thank you.
Coffee shop with 3 locations, one right here in Fairwood, and celebrating 45 years. They use the best quality Arabic coffee beans sourced from around the world. Their coffee is brewed fresh daily. They have cold brew, granada, as well as fresh baked croissants, scones, cinnamon rolls, and serve breakfast and lunch sandwiches at their coffee shop. Market, owned by Lourdes Lynn. Located on Old Annapolis Road in Bowie, this boutique Oriental market offers the best extensive selection of Filipino and Asian products for over 10 years. And lastly, from our best specialty shops is Rise Up Coffee Roasters. Rise Up Coffee has been an independent small batch coffee roaster and retailer since 2005. With 13 locations around Maryland and Delaware, grown by friends, roasted by friends, enjoyed by friends, and they also sell wholesale. So the winner of the best specialty shop is Excellent Cafe Morando.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. My wife Sanya and myself, Raul Medrano. Our coffee business, let me step out behind the podium. Our coffee business, we started in 2018, so we're about 8 years old. And it's all about family with us, because we produce our coffee in Honduras, where our family is from. We import that coffee, we roast it in Baltimore, we operate in the DMV area, and we're looking to develop a sustainable business with family, which is our passion, to provide a quality product, which many of you have been tasting here today. So we appreciate this opportunity and being here, my wife and I, my daughters, our sons, my granddaughters, everybody's involved in this business. We do farmers markets, we do pop-up events, we distribute, and we're always looking to also reach out into the community as we're doing here. I also am a teacher. My wife is a teacher as well. We teach at an adult charter school in Washington, D.C., and we teach adult immigrant English language learners. And so we're committed to the community as well. So we want to thank you, Simply the Best magazine as well, for this opportunity, and Jackie as well. And just thank you very much, and we feel very pleased to be a part of the Bowie community here. Not only we just arrived in May at the Bowie Town Center, as Jackie had mentioned, right next to her shop, actually, in her gallery. So we're right there. So thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Also, we're currently celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, September 15th to October 15th. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Moving into the next category, Best Wedding and Corporate Venues. Okay. The first one in the category is the Bowie Center for Performing Arts. The Bowie Center for Performing Arts is a state-of-the-art 800-seat theater that offers a wide variety of entertainment specials, theater, and concerts for Bowie, Maryland. They have a tremendous staff, as you can see tonight. I do want to thank Christopher Dwyer as well, the director of Bowie Center for Performing Arts. So please give a clap for Bowie Center for Performing Arts. The second wedding venue is M Lounge Events. The slogan for M Lounge is "Luxury is our standard." I will have to agree, since with their slogan, especially since we had our second annual Reader's Choice Awards last year at the M Lounge event. It is an elegant ballroom, magnificent marble floors, intimate uplighting, and a glamorous three-tiered stage. With a seating capacity of 150 guests and a cocktail capacity of 250 guests, this ballroom is the perfect setting to add opulence to every occasion. The M Lounge is located at the Bowie Town Center. So please give a clap to the M Lounge events. Next we have Elegant Touch Ballroom. They're located in Prince George's County in Hillcrest Heights. This is a new venue that boasts beautiful space, professional service, and competitive pricing. The ballroom has a capacity of 300 guests and also a separate VIP suite area. This is a perfect location for weddings, parties, showers, meetings, and much, much more. Please give a clap to Elegant Touch Ballroom. And then we have the venue at 112. It's here to fulfill all of your event needs, whether you're planning a corporate gathering, a birthday bash, a wedding reception, or a special occasion. The venue is located in Aquaball, Maryland. It's just a 30-minute drive from Washington, D.C. and Virginia, making it very ideal for couples seeking a reprieve from the city's hustle and bustle. The venue holds up to 150 guests with exceptional customer service. Please clap for the venue at 112. And then we have the Sunset Room. It's a modern event space located on the waterfront National Harbor. This private setting offers breathtaking floor-to-ceiling windows with a commanding view of the Potomac River and the Capitol Wheel. So those are our selections for the best wedding venue and corporate events. Okay. And the winner for that category is Elegant Touch
First and foremost, always give an honor to God. As the founder and CEO of Eloquent Touch, I want to extend the deepest gratitude to my loved ones for sharing this special day with me, and to my community for nominating me Eloquent Touch as the best wedding venue in PG County. Now, I stepped in faith in August of 2019 with my grand opening, not knowing what was ahead. And just 7 months later, March 2020, COVID-19 struck our community. And after being shut down for 3 months, I made a decision to open in June 2020. And not for profit, but for purpose. It was a time when the churches were no longer hosting repasts. So for families that weren't able to celebrate their loved ones, I opened my space up so that they could have repasts for up to like 50. And then from that moment forward, I remained and still remain committed to, serving this community. And in recognition of that commitment, Eloquent Touch received a proclamation in 2024 from the then County Executive Angela Alston-Brooks and Councilman at large Calvin Hawkins. They honored me for providing a safe and welcoming space for the community gatherings throughout PG County. So by God's grace, He has expanded my territory and my vision. So 6 years to the day of me opening, I opened another space right next door. So now I can host funeral services on one side, and you can go right next door for your repast. I can host weddings, and you can go right next door for your receptions. And like Veronica said, we host over 300 guests. And I'm just truly humbled and grateful to provide this level of service to the community. And just know that once you step in Eloquent Touch, you will receive eloquent service.
Okay, guys, the next category is Best Landscaping and Gardening. EJ Landscaping Plus, a family-owned located in Bowie that understands that well-designed landscapes not only beautify your surroundings, but also create a personal retreat. Some of their many services include concrete and patio designs, fences, and deck designs. Terra Landscaping, where crafting exceptional outdoor living spaces is their mission, from design to the new space that will create lasting memories. They consider it a privilege to be a part of that experience. Not only do they do landscaping, they do hardscaping and landscape lighting to brighten your outdoor space. Tuxet Nursery, a one-stop shop for garden center and plant nursery located on Crane Highway. They carry everything that you need to beautify your home, your lawn, and your garden. The best pottery, lawn care products, mulch, pavers, birding supplies, and fountains, and much, much more. Coastal Garden Center, located on Central Avenue, has environmental-friendly landscaping and gardening supplies. They carry a variety of native plants, trees, and shrubs, and they have a stock of sustainable landscaping and gardening products from local growers. Last but not least, in the best landscape category is Jackie's Gardening Gems. Jackie is a trained botanist and avid gardener. Her service includes plant maintenance, repotting services, she's a resident of gorgeous Prince George's and neighboring Maryland counties. And the best landscaping and gardening award tonight goes to Jackie's Gardening Gem.
First, we have to thank Veronica for this opportunity for us to talk in this showcase for So I'm Jackie Foster, founder of Jackie's Gardening Gems. I provide carefully curated houseplants for residents of Prince George's and neighboring counties. I also provide personalized and professional plant care services in homes as well as by my property. And I also offer garden consultations and how-to coaching. So whether you're a seasoned gardener or a new plant parent, you can contact Jackie's Garden Gems for all of your houseplant and gardening needs.
The next category is Best Insurance. I know, insurance. Ron Blunt is the first one. He's a State Farm agent. He's very customer focused and exhibits pride in delivering top-notch service. Ron's office is located here in Bowie. So please give a clap for Ron. State Farm agent. And then we have Angela Yancey, State Farm insurance agent as well. She's been an agent since 2005, licensed in Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. She covers car insurance, home insurance, renters, motorcycle, boat, liability insurance, and much more. Her billboard is on display on 301. She's been having this billboard for years. Whenever you drive down 301, you see Angela Yancey. Please give her a clap. Then we have Cliff Johnson, State Farm insurance agent. All the State Farm insurance agents voted. Cliff has been an agent since 2017. He's located in Millersville, Maryland, but he served customers in all the entire state of Maryland, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and Washington, D.C. His specialty is auto, home, and condo. And then we have, please give a clap for Cliff Johnson. And then we have American Classic Agency. It's dedicated to being true agents of change for families, empowering them to take control of their financial futures and make informed decisions about their money. The owner is Anthony Stewart. The name of this insurance company is called American Classic Agency.
Good evening, everyone. And Veronica, thank you. Thank you for Simply Bowie and your team. I appreciate the award, and I had this long speech that we were going to do, but we're going to keep it brief. We certainly do appreciate what we do for the community. My agency is licensed in Maryland, DC, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Delaware, and New Jersey. So we cover pretty much everything from the Mid-Atlantic all the way up to almost into New York. So again, we thank you. I thank my team, thank my customers, and we really appreciate what we do. And I'm more than happy to come check us out. We cover both personal lines and commercial lines. So if you have a business and you're looking for some exceptional insurance with exceptional service, and I truly, truly appreciate you checking us out. But most of all, I appreciate my wife, who's my inspiration. And I thank God for keeping me centered and focused. Thank you all.
Okay, guys, my favorite category for tonight is Best Artist. Wonder why, right? Best Artist for tonight. I only have 3 for this category, so here we go. Best Artist.
I did not know I was getting nominated for this, so this is actually the first artist and quite humbling, and I feel honored. I am as Jackie said, makes me a collage artist. I do a lot of different things. I make my clothes, I make outfits. I currently have a solo exhibition at Eaton Hotel in DC. That'll be up until the end of February. Coming up in December and January, I'll be at Bowie TV. It's a black-owned wine label. They have a tasting room in Savage, Maryland. So I'll be their featured artist then. So you come out, get some stuff, buy some things. I'm around Grant Creates, Rashad Ali Muhammad is my full artist name. So find me online, or Google me, you'll find me. So there you go. Thank you.